I need to get into Donovan's room. Okay. Well, let me into Donovan's room. Do I have to talk to someone else? Okay, well I spoke to him. Maybe I should speak to... Do I gotta talk to the cat? You? Okay. Oh! Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Alright, I just had to wait for Donovan to go into his room. Hello, Donovan. You're playing a dangerous game here. Stealing the master key from the pilot house, blackmailing me. What do you hope to accomplish? Why did you break into my room and take the master key? You mean the master key you stole from the pilot house? I need unrestricted access to the rooms on this ship. For that, I needed a key. It was never yours to take, and I had greater need for it. I want answers. The captain is dead, and if we're going to find out if we're going to find out why, we can't afford to keep secrets from each other. There's no we, but fine. The first secret is that the captain isn't dead. She's still somewhere on this ship, though I don't know in what state. Huh. Am I locked in the closet, in the janitor's closet, in that weird locker? That's a new theory. That's theory number 2. That sounds unlikely. Only from your perspective. I have solid reason to believe it's more likely she's been abducted. What do you mean, in what state? If she was abducted, she's probably seriously injured. She should be alive, but she'll need medical attention. Where on the ship is she, then? I haven't checked every room of the ship yet. The master key will solve that problem. On top of that, this is an old ship. It's clearly seen renovations over the years. That can mean there are secret areas to it that we don't know about. How can you possibly know that for sure? What I'm about to tell you cannot leave this room. For the sake of the captain and all the other people on this ship. I'm in pursuit of a known serial killer. His trail has led me to this ship. He's a sadist. He tortures his victims, maims them, and worse. But he keeps them alive for days. I believe he has chosen the captain as his latest victim. If I'm right, there's still time to reach her before she dies. Who is it? If I knew that, we wouldn't be having this conversation. All I have is a basic profile. An adult white male. So you're ruled out, which is the only reason we're having this conversation right now. How do you know the serial killer's on this ship? That's confidential. The search has been going on for a long time and has involved multiple people. Would they really take such a big risk by leaving the captain alive here? To him, there would be no point in immediately killing his target. And if anything, the risk of being discovered here just might make it more exciting to him. When I realized he was on this ship, I knew there was a chance this would happen. So you're a cop or something? FBI. Ooh. Huh. Funny. I'm actually... I'm not illegal or anything. Can I see your badge? No. You're a cop or something? FBI. How do I know I can trust what you say? I'm laying innocent lives on the line by sharing this information with you. If I'm going to put that much trust in you, I expect something in return. Why don't you call for help? I don't need any help. That'll only get in my way. In order to apprehend the right person, I need evidence. That means stealth and surveillance. One person is more effective for that. What can we do then? You can help by being quiet and staying out of my way. I'll need to make a full sweep of the boat. That's where the master key comes in. When I do find the captain, I'll be able to track down my killer. Let me tell you something. There is such a thing as evil. It's on this ship with us, and I'm here to exterminate it. With this jamming music in the background. Now I have a lot of work to do, so I'd like you to go away. Donovan! Oh, Donovan. Boy, we are gonna get along just fine. Do you know any of the areas on the ship? You mean like hidden areas? The captain before this previous one had said the ship used to be a smuggler's ship. I guess it's possible there are small little spaces that have been built over, but I feel like if there were any that had been used recently, we would have noticed, right? Does anyone else know I broke into your room? Well, Alton knows, but it's not like I specifically told him or anything. He was following me around yesterday as I tried to figure out who had broken in. I haven't told anyone else, honest. Shit, the more people know about that, the more dangerous things are. What, Alton? I wouldn't worry about him. I don't think he'd be capable of any of the stuff you had talked about. He's too nice, and not extremely bright. You never be too careful. Okay. Gonna go on my computer. Some audio recorders and phone camera. Always wear a wire, though I don't expect I'll be able to help. Oh, so get out of here. my external hard drive, and server. Not really necessary here, but it couldn't hurt to bring them along. Okay, bye soon. Couldn't set up cameras in every ship. Some areas are open and unfurnished. The cameras would have been too obvious. Okay. Bring my master key. Take the key. With this key, I can finish my comprehensive search of the ship. So far, I've gone through every room except for Mercurio's room and the captain's room. I could also check my computer for any information. I've got a lot of footage of the ship to check out. I'm sure I'll be able to find the captain with all this. Okay. So let's look at his computer. Let's look at his compy. His compy 500. I think that was the one. One of the ones. Check email. Email 1. Hey Donovan, it's been a long time since we've spoken. I hope you're doing better since you left the force. I know it's been rough. Truth is, I'm contacting you because I need your help. Something has come up which requires a special touch. It's him, Donovan. Let me know if you can help. L. Do we know anyone that is an L? I can't think of anyone. Check email. Email 2. I track him down to a small cruise ship of sorts. However, it's across the border, so it's out of our jurisdiction. By the time we can coordinate an effort, he'll be gone. I'd throw away my badge and go after him myself, but I got close to him. My identity was compromised. I need someone from outside that he doesn't know. You're the only one who can do this, Donovan. It's been a long time since he's struck, and it's possible he'll regard this isolated ship as prime opportunity. Attached, you'll find everything you need to know in order to get there. The rest is on you. Alright. Email 3. Oh, and one last thing. Ooh. Donovan. I know you blame me for your dismissal, but you weren't okay, Donovan. You needed the break. Maybe you're still bitter, but keep this in mind. I'm breaking a lot of regulations and personal standards enlisting your help like this. I'm putting a lot of trust in you. So please be professional about this. Don't do anything reckless. Get the job done and come home for me. Oh, Lucille. Oh, interdepartment relationships. Check camera recordings. I have a lot of footage to comb through. I can compile the footage of specific days or focus each camera. I guess footage for each day. Footage for the day before last. The day before last, that was the day the captain was last seen. There aren't any particular movements that morning or afternoon. That night or after a break, the captain left her room and went to the first floor. She never came back down. Unfortunately, I couldn't install cameras on the first floor, so I don't have any eyes on her after that point. Between the time she left and the next morning, every single person went up to the first floor and came back down, so really anything could have happened in that time period. The last thing to note was when Sue came back to her room that night, she had the spare master key with her. She must have picked it from the pilot house when the captain was no longer there. Which is for yesterday. A couple of things happened yesterday. Alton and Sue were walking around the place talking to people, very strange. Quella was also particularly busy, walking all around talking to people. And then that evening, Gwen entered my room. Somehow my door was unlocked. She clearly didn't take anything, so I'm confused about what her goal was. Switch for today. Today isn't over yet, but there's still plenty of footage to cover. At the crack of dawn, Ferdinand paid a visit to Garv's room. Did he? Odd. Not long afterwards, he had a meeting with most of the ship. Afterwards, most of the people headed up to the first floor, where I don't have any cameras installed. Okay, let's go by camera. Camera on B2. This is the lowest floor, where all the passengers stay. As expected, there's a lot of people moving in and out of their rooms from day to day. The only constant is that black cat which wanders around everywhere. Sometimes it's carrying small objects in its mouth. It's a small-time thief, I guess. There really isn't anything suspicious that goes on down there from day to day, though. This is the middle floor where all the staff stay. Usually people are walking through here to reach the upper deck, where I don't have any cameras. Okay, so the guard house? No, not the guard house. The pilot house. Would that be the first floor? Mercurio and Garv are always going in and out of the supply broom closet for cleaning supplies. Almost every day since we've disembarked, in fact. Ferdinand is always walking around everywhere with that stupid grin on his face. Daryl walks around here once or twice a day, but spends all day on the upper deck. Okay. So I guess we're going. Oh, kitty kitty. Hello. Hey cat. Meow. Okay. Hey, Gwen. I would like to just talk. Hi. What were you doing in my room? I'm sorry? I don't know what you're talking about. I know you snuck into my room when I wasn't around. I don't know what you mean. What makes you say that? I have camera footage of you walking in. Clear enough? I was looking for something. I thought you were someone else. Sorry. What were you trying to achieve? Okay. I'm watching you, Gwen. I'm watching you. Although according to the profile, she's not the killer. Okay. Hey. Hello there, it's Donovan, right? Say, did you want to hand feed my parrot? It can be quite fun. Dear God, no. No, I do not. I do not want to do that. Alright, suit yourself. I'll take you're not an animal person. You know, you can tell a lot about a person with how they treat their pets. Fascinating. Okay. Oh, okay. Can I hack the computer? Is that my special ability? Laptop sits on my desk and the moment turns off. What's my special ability? Ooh. It's a giant rusty dresser with 4 shelves holding clothes in it. Bruh. Top left shelf. There's a huge pile of cards. Cards for a birthday, cards for Christmas, cards just because. They're all addressed from Mom or Grandma. Well, isn't that sweet? A pile of implosion. A pile of programming textbooks. They look brand new. Underneath them is something else. It looks like college transcripts. For the first 2 years, all A's. A cumulative GPA of 3.9. The third year, there are only withdrawals and F's. Oh wait, there's one C. After that, it ends. Finally, at the bottom, a letter of expulsion. Ooh. Nothing but clothes here. There's all sorts of gadgets and wires here. Chargers, spare headphones, and so on. Alright, so my thing seems to be stuff that can be looked through. It's a metal closet for cleaning supplies. The master key is able to open the door. Inside, there are all sorts of cleaning supplies. There's also a top shelf with lots of paperwork. I guess I get the paperwork. There's a giant stack of receipts and expensive. All look really uninteresting. Wait, in the middle of the stack, there's a smaller paper with handwriting on it. Investigate handwritten paper? I hope this note has been found by the right person. I have reason to believe that someone has been breaking into my room while I'm away. I think it has to do with that strange chest. If I'm right, it means something is terribly wrong here. Only the master key unlocks my door, and I have the only master key, right? I have a plan, but it could fail. If I do, someone else needs to know. I'm looking for a door that shouldn't exist. It could be in a corner or on a side where you don't normally look. It must have something to do with what's in that chest, but I couldn't get it open. Be careful, the ship has eyes and ears. People know things they shouldn't. There are alliances being forged. Most of the expenses involve staff. There's also supplies being bought and food inventory being restocked. Then there's the income from passengers coming on board. Oddly enough, the two don't seem to add up. The expenses are always a great deal larger than the income. Alright. Look at the cleaning supplies. Most of it is what you would expect to find. Rags, dustpans, bleach, soap, sponges. They mostly look old and forgotten, except the bleach has been bought recently. That can't be good. Okay, I feel my identity has returned to me. Oh, did I write that note? Trash can. It's trash can. After reading through the trash, it's become clear that everything in the trash can is just trash. Alright, so. Donovan's ability is stuff that can be looked through. Hi, Sue. I'm gonna go through your stuff. It's a giant rusty dresser with a mirror on top. It has 4 large shelves. Or I guess the ability to just go through dressers. The shelf contains all sorts of textbooks for studying English and passing English comprehension exams. It looks like all the studying paid off. Top right shelf. Just some extra clothes in here. Bottom left shelf. This shelf, there are several vibrators, also an open bag of condoms. Why are they open? There are several books and DVDs in Chinese here. I have no idea what they're about. Okay, Sue, you get on with your freaky self. At least you're using protection. Oh, this is Mercurio's room. Oh, I can investigate the hole in the wall. There's a hole in the wall as plaster. When I tap on the wall, I can tell that it's hollow from floor to ceiling. I wonder how far up or down this continues. Probably a lot, because around here in the upper deck, because this isn't the lowest point, in the upper deck, in the kitchen, there was also a hole in about this area. So, a large bookcase filled with big, intimidating-looking books. All of them have something to do with food or cooking. Take a closer look. Investigating this bookshelf is going to be a bit of an undertaking. Where should I start? Top shelf. Middle shelf. Recipe for every occasion. Caring for your meat. I was gonna read that. How did I tell you like that? Get past the publisher. Oh, okay. They're just tidbits. They're not anything. Fundamentals of cooking is a giant book that seems to cover a lot of general things about cooking. It doesn't look very worn. It was apparently bought and immediately forgotten about. Temperature management. The title makes it sound like a really dry and boring book. Investigating it confirms this is exactly what it is. Sometimes you can judge a book by its cover. Baking, frying, and grilling. This book has a lot of small sticky notes sticking out of the top. Oh, God. I just realized I was leaning back. I was probably out of camera. It's fine, though. They all have illegible scribbles on them, referring to different pages. The Cook's Ultimate Encyclopedia. One page in particular is crumpled, folded in on itself. There are big words written phonetically in marker. I'll never get off this ship. Okay. The Zen of Food. On the inside cover, there are a few words hastily scribed. Fuck this book. Getting a lot of F-bombs today. Clean Kitchen Advantage. A book made for only the most anal-retentive people alive. One great tip advises the sorting of vegetables into alphabetical order. Almost every recipe in this book is crossed out. Under each one, several ingredients are circled. Presumably, they are lacking at the moment. A recipe for every occasion? Hiding behind the book are several empty bottles of whiskey. A recipe for every occasion, indeed. Alright, bottom shelf. From amateur to professional. Kitchen management and organization. The pages are worn and marked all over, with millions of post-it notes sticking out. Greetings to successful business. On the inside cover, there are words scribbled down. Never forget why you're doing this. There's a bulge in the book's pages. On further inspection, there's a key that's been stuffed inside. Finders keepers. Creating a successful restaurant. On the inside cover, there are some words scribbled down. Never forget. Oh, okay. Oh, with the key count is complete. The book talks a lot about the mindset of a cook should have towards cooking. Only the last quarter of the book is dedicated to talking about food. The Art and Science of Culinary Studies. This book contains a lot of numbers and really uninteresting diagrams. On the final page, there are some words scribbled down. Useless. I don't have any equipment that's consistent enough for these measurements. From amateur to professional. This book is so worn out that the pages are falling out of the binding. Other than that, there's nothing notable about this book. Okay, I'm glad I looked through all that stuff. What's all this stuff? Knives, cutting board. You just have that in your room. Okay, so... Oh. Whose room is this? This is the captain's room. Captain's quarters. Okay. Book. There's a copy of Euclid's Elements. Skimming... Ooh, that's the name of the achievement I got. Skimming the book reveals that only a bunch of dry mathematical principles. But there's something strange about the book. For whatever reason, it feels like it's looking back at you. Okay. On the front cover of the journal, someone has written the name... Smilla? Page 1. Just when I thought I exhausted all possibilities, I lucked out. I got a tip about a recent opening for a captain of this small cruise ship. Strangely, it's not part of a larger cruise line, but it's still financed by some company. The ship looks really small and a bit run down, but I don't have the luxury of being picky. Given all that's happened, I can't expect a good ref from any past employers, so I'm stuck with this. But hey, how bad could it be? Motherfucker. Page 2. I've gotten settled in and met the staff and passengers. It's a pretty colorful lot. I get the sense that most people are here for the same reason I am. There's nowhere else to go. One of the passengers is just a child on his own. I can't imagine what his family is like. Some of the others have been through hell and back. You can just see it in their eyes. Maybe I've arrived amongst my own people. I already knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star cruise before I got here, but I had no idea. Everything is so disorganized, I'm surprised the ship hasn't shut down for one reason or another. For instance, food seems to go missing from the kitchen on a reoccurring basis. Why? No one knows. There also isn't any set boarding time for everyone. The passengers come whenever they want before a set date. A couple of them had already moved in and were ready to go before I got here. And weirdest of all, the ship's displacement is just off. For a boat of this size and capacity, it sits lower in the water than it should, like there's leftover cargo on the ship somewhere that no one knows about. There must be something, at least, that's making this ship heavier than it appears. Oh, shit. I accidentally went through all of this. Huh. Oh, I feel like part of my identity has returned to me. So... Oh! Sense of self. No, resume game. No! I fucked up. Oh, is this who I was? What I looked like? Oh, I've got, my baby body's gone. Look, I'm a person. I'm a lady. You can tell. Donovan, get back here. I need your body to go through things. All I have are these weird little... There we go. Can I fully? No. What? Luce? How did you... I have everything under control here, I promise. Oh wait, it was all in my head. She really trusted me, even after everything. Were you talking to me? Can I talk to people? No way, that's impossible. Oh, it was nothing. Am I starting to lose it now too? Maybe I really am getting too old for this. I need to retire. Holy shit! Sis, is that you? I thought you died all that time ago. Is it really you? Listen. Gwen? Gwen? Oh, okay, this has some implications. Gwen? Gwen, it's me. Who is that? Please stay away. It's Smilla, the captain of the ship. Captain ship? I don't know what you're talking about. You're on a ship, don't you remember? You're wrong. I'm not on a ship. I'm in my bedroom. I was murdered. I need your help. Not murdered. They told me you were sick. You died in the hospital. What's wrong? You sound different. Is this a dream? I can hear you, but your mouth isn't moving. Can I wake up? This isn't working. Gwen, it's me. Who is that? Please stay away. It's your sister. Eliza? You shouldn't be here. If they see you outside your room at this hour, please go. Who is they? They know. They have to. But they pretend they don't. They aren't here. It's just the two of us. You're lying. He can tell. He's watching me right now. You need to trust me. It's just us. Trust? No. Who are you? What do you want from me? Stay away from me. Come on, Gwen. Snap out of it. I need your help. Quiet. You'll get us both in trouble. Just leave me alone before they notice. Please, please, please. No, he isn't watching you. He's far away. What? But why do I sense him watching always? You have good reasons for being scared, but you're safe now. No, I'm not. You know it's dangerous out there. I can tell you know. You've been hurt too. I need to let it go. How can I? Why should I? After everything that's happened, that's impossible. Pay close attention, Gwen. You're in a dream. This isn't real. Just like when we were kids, I would wake up and there you are, letting me know it was a nightmare. But why? Why does it always feel so real? Because, Gwen, part of it is real. The part that still exists in your mind, what your mind recreates for you. But it's only a part, and it's not all true. Then how do I tell the difference? The nightmare when I go to sleep is the same as when I awake. It doesn't even matter which is which. Yes, the nightmare you're awake for is the one you can change. There are people that can help, Gwen. You don't have to carry this by yourself, but you have to take a leap of faith first. Gwen, I feel different. It's like I've been in a terrible dream for months. I'm not there anymore and I never have to go back. Gwen? Did I just... I feel different. Oh. Did I just... fix Gwen? Dude, let me talk to you. Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Do you know about any hidden areas on the ship? I think I recall hearing about that briefly somewhere, but I'm just a passenger. I don't really know much about the ship. It's a bit of an unusual question. I have to wonder what sparked your interest in this. Oh, just wondering. Okay, I'm in full control of Gwen now. I was not expecting this. So I guess... Oh, I can't look in there. No. I guess when I'm my new ghost form, I can talk to people. Like, as a ghost. Get in their brain. You know about any secret areas on the ship? Secret areas? No, I can't say I have. I've heard about the chance there might be one, but that's all. I doubt there's any truth to it. Alright. Mercurio probably doesn't know anything. Oh, hi Donovan. Pay no attention to me. I'm just here. He's not in here. Alright. This is getting juicy. What is this? Fucking monster mash going on here? Eastern angler crab. Jesus Christ. They all heard I got a big fancy new gun and they want to see it. A hairpin. My hair clip. I should give it good use. Okay, use on myself. Oh god, I can just kind of get him on the floor. Oh yeah, I'm coming against you, Mr. Midnight!